Hey, I just lost $130 because I was scammed and I was a fool and I'm very angry and I hurt my vocal cords. What's up? It's a culture detective here investigating your favorite movies, and today I'm going to be doing another movie roundup video where I talk about my favorite movies, TV shows, and animes I watched in the last couple of weeks or so. So, starting off, I watched My Happy Marriage, which is an anime that I've been wanting to watch since December last year, and I thought it's gonna be mid, but honestly, it's not that bad. The art style is pretty beautiful. It's melodramatic, but it's an emotional story with characters you root for. The superpowers thing is kinda lame and didn't do too much to the story, and it feels very traditional in the sense of, oh, the guy is strong and protective and the girl is weak and more mental, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but overall it's genuinely not bad of an anime. 7 out of 10. Then I watched the Hong Kong movie One More Chance and it's hot garbage. This is supposedly a Hong Kong film, but it actually feels and is like a soulless Chinese film that is a cash grab, a money laundering scheme. It's awesome seeing Chow Yun-fat return as a main character of something again, and there are some heartfelt moments here and there, but the writer doesn't know what autism is. The writer thinks autism and cerebral palsy is the same thing. B, the plot tries way too hard to be emotional and touching, and it's very lame. C, the story doesn't have any meat to it. It builds a lot of plot points that leads nowhere. And also D, it's super cliche, and for that I'm feeling a strong 4 to a light 5 out of 10. And that's already really generous. Like, I wanted to give it a 4, honestly. Afterwards, I watched Society of the Snow, or La Sociedad de la Nieve by Juan Antonio Bayona. Yeah, this is a really good film. It's simple, straightforward movie about a bunch of survivors. And it's really freaking good, and it's also a really intense movie. One thing I can say is that I'll never complain about feeling cold or hungry anymore after watching this movie. 8 out of 10. Afterwards, for my Wednesday film class, I watched Shaft by Gordon Parks, the legendary 1970s blaxploitation film. Honestly, I like the style a lot. I think the soundtrack is fire, and I have a lot of respect for this film as a major moment in the history of African American cinema. However, I only picked up like 60 to 70% of all the dialogue. Half the time, I don't know what the fuck is going on. The story is also very uninteresting and sluggishly slow. So yeah, it's 7 out of 10. Then I watched Cleopatra Jones, literally immediately after Shaft ended. I did not expect the professor to play another movie afterwards, and I kind of wanted to leave the theater, but I couldn't because if I did, I would be the only one leaving, and I would stand out like a sore thumb, so I stayed behind, and unexpectedly, this film is a lot more entertaining and action-packed, and the villains are comedically evil, but it's also less memorable. There's less style, partially because it's directed by a white person, and he doesn't necessarily know what the African American experience is, but it's still a fun movie at the end of the day. 7 out of 10. Alright, afterwards I finally got to watch something I really want to watch, Syndromes in a Century by Apichapong Wida Setaku. This is a Thai art house film. It's not exactly what I thought it would be, but I still loved it. I love the ending, I love the camera movements, I love the use of music, I love the dialogue. 9 out of 10. Afterwards, I watched American Fiction, the new Oscar-nominated Best Picture movie. It's not bad, but also not great. The satire comedy parts are really funny, but the family melodrama parts feel half-baked. 7 out of 10. Afterwards, I finally finished watching the Tatami Galaxy by the one and only Yuasa Masaki. This is an amazing anime. I had difficulty liking it at first, but the anime grew on me a lot. I really love the quirky artistic style, its use of non-linear storytelling, the hyperspeed narration is really interesting, the colors are amazing, but the thing with this anime that I love the most is the message. Carpe diem, seize the day, which is exactly what I needed to hear as a college student. 10 out of 10. Then for my Wednesday film class, I watched Harlan County USA. I was really stressed out and sleepy on that day, but damn did I fall asleep. I also did not get 50% of the dialogue. The Kentucky accent is just too thick, and there are no subtitles. The professor refused to play subtitles. My god. I respect a lot the act of making this documentary, though. It's a very anti-establishment documentary, and there's something I deeply respect. Barbara Couples, I believe is the name of the director, really risked her own life and well-being to shoot this, and there's a very great degree of respect from me to documentarians like her. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Finally, on Thursday from our religion class, I watched Jesus Christ Superstar, directed by Norman Jewison, rest in peace. So yeah, this film is way better for a Bible musical than Godspell, which is released in the same year. The songs are way catchier. Since it is adapted from the Bible, there are some adaptation choices that are actually really interesting, such as Judas being a main character, sorta, or not having Jesus resurrect at the end, the villains being comical and exaggerated. I really like that. The middle part of the movie kind of drags on, and there's some questionable casting choices, and I'm not huge on musicals, don't hate me, but that's true. But overall, it's a fun movie also, so there's that, 7 out of 10. So these are the movies, TV shows I watched in the last few days and weeks. Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.